by expanding an already generous welfare state and by turning cops into social workers. Meanwhile, I don't know about where you live, Jesse, but in my state, the price of gas is so high that it would be cheaper to buy cocaine and just run everywhere.
Alright, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Makakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. I'll tell you, Israelite foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in Hebrew, which means peace. It's going to be a quick show to the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. As you can clearly see, as you can clearly hear, the thing that is a joke, that is this administration, where a senator, saying it as a joking manner, but in reality, that's what it is. And I tried to do this show yesterday, and it didn't work out. But Lord wanted to go through, and he said something, that kind of resonated. Now, if you cocaine is a white man's, a rich man's drug, all right? According to multiple people, I believe an ounce of coke is like $100. And what they did was, when the cocaine was heavy in the 70s and the 80s, we already know the history of Daddy Bush, being the top CIA guy, and his cohorts, got this guy, Oliver North, and all that, and how they flooded the streets of America with a new thing. It was called crack cocaine. And crack cocaine was when they cooked it up, they cooked up the coke, and bought it for X amount, and made a lot of money, made a lot of rich Jake. You have films like New Jack City that came out in 1990 or 89, 90, which was kind of a reflection of what was going on. And crack hit west, east, everywhere, heavily bodied. And the person that wrote the bill to lock up all crack dealers, to give them the harshest punishment known to man for something that was the cost of $5, was Biden. All right, Biden was under Bill Clinton. All right, I believe it was called the 3-strike rule or something like that, which took a lot of children out of their home. But I bring that up for a reason. How he would sit there and say that it's better off to get some coke and run to wherever you have to go. And as a light thing, as something that's funny. But the people out here, they're not laughing. It's not a laughing matter. Inflation has really took a toll on the people. And this is from bad laws that was being passed, bad moves from this administration to make it so. When it was giving out that money, they knew exactly what they was doing and how it was going to cause hyperinflation. This is all by design, which I'm going to get this article from this book. I hate when it happens. Alright, Salakia. It's called, this is from the book, Satan, Angel Exposed. Alright, and this is the page 187. Alright, and I'm just going to go to the middle. It says, exploding inflation, which we are in. Inflation is exploding. It's exploding so much so that some people, talking about that Edomite woman, that was funny as hell. She has said she doesn't know what to pick, food or gas. She needs gas to get to work so she could buy whatever she has to buy. So the people are feeling the effect of this inflation. All right, they're feeling the effect of the inflation, which Apostle Paul Ben said this was going to happen. And for people to not think that as a man, he's not a man of the Lord, he's not a prophet. He Ben said this was going to happen. All right. And what's also affecting inflation? What also is affecting gas prices? Okay. Damn near $5 everywhere across the board for regular, extra, and premium, with no end in sight. And what this administration is trying to do, they're trying to move in their green agenda, all right, with no backing, not enough electric cars to be circulated, so you could tell dealers to trade old cars and give new cars. There's not even enough. So it's showing this is all controlled. This is all by design, which is that's what this book is telling. All right, and it's called what? I'm sorry, the Entering the Day of Monetary Holocaust. All right, so we in that time. We in that time. It says price controls, which means the government intervenes. Our apostle have had us broken out. They intervene in prices. All right, that which hurts the little man. So we live in a society where more government, more control, and they setting the prices across the board, which hurts the little man. Everybody was thinking the fact of 2020 was the nail in the coffin. No, it was after 2020. All right, everybody's savings, which is matter of fact, we just keep going. Erosion of your savings eventually to nothing, and that's what's happening. People can't get their 401k out. Period. Last week, I believe it was last week, the stock market, many people lost a lot. Your 401k is by design your money, but you can't get no money out, which the companies invest into the stock market to keep their company going. All right, and when it happens, when the stock market goes down, your money goes down with it. But there's no punishment for those people that's doing it. It's just the little people that's being affected by it. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna keep honestly. As I'm reading this, I'm gonna do a lot of shows on this because it's clear as day what's going on. All right. I'm just gonna read to 4 and then I'm gonna go get some couple scriptures. It says the collapse of private as well as government pension program. So that's the next major thing where all these people that have guaranteed jobs with the government is going to lose a lot. And this is all by design. So when he made a statement like that and it was a joke, and in reality, it's not a joke. Okay? You're better off doing certain things in order than paying this X amount of money. Okay? Matter of fact, let me get a couple scriptures and I'm gonna go from there. Proverbs 29:2 says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And everybody's mourning. People have gotten to the point where they don't know what to sacrifice in order to get by. Because America is a place of decadence, all right? Place where you get whatever the hell you want. And I'm doing that Uber Eats, and no matter what, people still buying, which I'm happy. Keep on buying, you know. Keep on buying stuff, and it doesn't really affect certain people, you know. Like it affects the poor. The poor is really the ones that's catching it. And in that same book, I forgot what page. I didn't take a picture of it. They already had a design that it was going to be 3 classes of people. All right. Really, it's supposed to be 2, according to the scriptures, the rich and the poor. But what they added in the middle was the military, and that's what they want. They want more government power, which leads more strength to the military. And how are they going to do that? It could be medical, it could be whatever the case may be. They're going to seize power. So the people are in mourning right now. Okay? Real quick, Proverbs 22 and 16. He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want. So they are oppressing the poor. There's another one. There's a good one too. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. So they are oppressing the poor, and this is how you oppress the poor. A lot of places people have to drive. It's in Proverbs. There's another one that says oppressive. I think it says prince. Let me see if I can put prince. Prince. I know, right? Should wind it down to that. Nope. Salakia. So another one, Proverbs, is pretty good. Well, that's a good one. That is a good one. That's a real good one. It says, Proverbs 19:10. Delight is not seemly for a fool, much less for a servant to have rule over princes. And that's what you're seeing. You're seeing people that's ruling that should not be ruling. And look what's happening. First they have everybody hooked to the energy market. And then since everybody got hooked and left no choice, they want to introduce something new that has nothing to do with nothing to make people's lives better. It's going to make the rich very richer and for them to control everything. And that's what it's all about. It's all about control. Alright? It's all about control. And this man is not going to let go of that power until he's being taken out of power. Real quick. Is this a rock? Yeah, it's a rock. 13. 15. Every beast is like, love is like, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorteth according to the kind, and a man will cleave to his like. What fellowship have the wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly. What agreement is there between the hyena and the dog? What peace between the rich and the poor? There is no peace. And this is a secret war that's being taken place to harm the people, to destroy them. It says, as the wild ass is the lion's prey in the wilderness, so the rich eat up the poor, and the rich are eating up the poor. That's why they designed everything to go. Going back to that article tells you right there, third and the fourth one, erosion of your savings eventually to nothing. That's eating up the poor, and collapsing of private as well as government pension programs. Vesting more government regulation to control your life. Okay? So this is all part of their plan. Alright? That dark, sinister plan to oppress the people. Showing you that this is Babylon the Great. So with that being said, something real quick to the spirit. Shalom to the elected nations. Shalom.